Memorial Day sale couldn't be more fitting that we're bringing you our Plow and Hearth Americana flag metal garden bench. This is fantastic. So it's new for the season. We have a sale price on this one. So normally it's $271. We are at $246.98. You've got 5 easy payments. Now here's the thing, here at QVC all day, every day, we're 3 easy payments.
I love it.
Now for Memorial Day, we've gone up to 5. So for $49.40, you get this shipped to you, and you've got a great way to add that touch of Americana in such a beautiful way. It's very, like, I want to sit down, I don't want to block the view, so I'll let you get a good look at it before we sit down.
And I'll turn it around too so you can see it, because it is contoured on the bottom seat. When you get this at home, it's very comfortable. When you get this at home, the bottom and the back side are flipped together. So the only assembly is you open that up and then you attach on the sides these little bolts, and we give you everything that you need to tighten it up.
So you're basically just putting the arms and the legs on it, but it's one piece,
but
yeah,
they're
for
just
each
one
side.
Piece. So here I can tip it,
2 pieces to attach.
But let me just turn it to the side because I want to show you how that is contoured. It's really, really comfortable. So it kind of hugs your legs, and your back side, you can see it's kind of a ribbed back side. It kind of reminds me of a washboard. You know how washboards were. So gorgeously done. It has this antique look to it, the finish, as it looks like it's been aged and sitting out, like maybe you'd see one of these at an antique store and it had been outside for years and years, and it has that little bit of an aged look to it, and it's done on intention. It is treated, it's meant to be outside. But how gorgeous to put this in your front entranceway, or, I mean, under a covered porch, gorgeous. You can then put the pillows on and leave the pillows on it if you wanted to have that.
I love that it has not only the aging that you talked about, Ginger, but the color. Like both you and I are, we're in like bright red.
Yeah, we are.
This is like a weathered antique red.
Yes, it is.
So when you put this in your space, it's going to look so elevated. As far as the size, I also think if you've got a square or rectangle outdoor table and your chairs are looking a little, put a bench on one side. That's where all the grandkids are going to want it. They're going to fight over who gets to sit on the bench.
250 pounds, that's the weight limit, and it's about 42 inches side to side. So you and I could feel like we're not on top of each other when we're sitting next to one another, or 3 kids. And it sticks out about 20 inches and it's about 35 inches tall. It is the perfect size for a bench, and it's very comfortable when you sit down on it, isn't it?
This little
I think the contouring of it.
Yes, I don't think you realized how much of a difference.
It makes a difference.
That feels, you kind of feel a little nestled in.
Yeah, you do. You do. It's like, it makes you kind of sit up straight and sit up nice.
I'm here for the night.
I know, it's really comfortable, right?
This is a beautiful piece. And do you know how much outdoor furniture can cost? I mean, sometimes it costs more than the furniture inside of your house.
And you have to pay
ridiculous.
one fee for it, not split up over 5 payments.
Yeah, thank you. You get 5 easy payments, right? That's how I'd like to do it.
Don't think we don't take advantage of that. We do. We take advantage of it. I like the back too, because it does have this area of a bar on the back, which makes it even much more secure. You see where my foot is? That goes all the way. Much more sturdy. So you definitely, 250 pounds, that's quite a bit.
Right.
And I don't know how much it weighs. Because
that's what I was going to say, because let's say you want to move it. Yeah, like,
what do you think, 25 pounds? Maybe, barely?
Pounds.
Barely 25, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be very easy for one person to pick it up and move it.
Easily pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I was ready to like brace myself, like here, let me bend my knees, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
And I put it together myself. I thought I would have to have my husband, because I thought, well, maybe it'll be a little awkward, but I laid it down on the floor, and I opened it up and put each side on myself. Again, we give you all the tools that you need to attach the bolts on both sides. And then I just kind of flipped it over again and I did the other side. So it was super easy for me to do. I did not have a problem with it. But there's so many places I could put this around my house. I just am like, where do I want it to, do I want it to be seen, or do I want to actually use it?
So the front porch would be so sweet.
It is sweet.
You know,
but
and
how
then
often
especially
are you out in your front porch?
Right, well, maybe maybe you will if you have a place
Maybe
to
you
sit.
will, yeah.
Now, I also kind of like the idea, and I've seen this too in some houses that have big front lawns.
Yes.
And they don't have a front porch, but this
They
just sits
decorate
out in the front
mulch,
lawn.
or they decorate their mulch. Like we could have had it right back here in the mulch area, which then makes you want to go out to your garden
and sit there and enjoy
in your garden. How beautiful would that be?
Even out in the backyard, create that additional seating section. Maybe you get 2 of these.
Yes.
And that like the 2 flanked together.
That's
you put a little
beautiful.
coffee table in the center. Now you have an extra seating spot. If you have a very small back deck. I mean, when we first bought our house, the deck was like, I'm not even kidding,
like a
yay
2 by 2.
big. We were like, what's the point? My husband tore it down and built us a bigger one, and it's amazing. But if you just have that small space, this will fit. It's up against the wall, and then you can still have a place to sit outside, to enjoy the weather, to stargaze, you know, watch the sunset, look at the fireflies floating around, because you don't need a ton of space.
No, you don't. You don't need a ton of space. And I'll tell you, you wouldn't, like you said, when you sat down on it, you wouldn't expect it to be as comfortable as it is.
Yeah, it's not flat.
It really
got that little
is
contour.
Very comfortable. I'm glad you pointed out the red is not an in-your-face bright red. It is more aged and muted, and of course the stars and
it's like a barn red is the right color.
Like a barn red.
You know, it's like this vintage, weathered.
Yes.
You know, and if you love classic Americana, if your home is that very traditional design, this will be fantastic.
A great addition.
Yeah, really
I look for things like
piece.
this. I have friends of mine that do antiquing, and they would say to me, if I took a picture and I sent it to them, they would say, you know what? Did you get that at an antique store?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Vintage.
I think too, if you need new chairs for a square or a rectangle outdoor table, put this up next to it.
Yes.
The kids will love it. And that's a really big design too, by the way, in outdoor furniture, is to have chairs and a bench.
And a bench.
At the space.
Perfect.
But put it in the mulch bed. Make your own little outdoor seating space. Put it in that front porch. If you can't have a porch swing, I think this is the next,
this is great
the next
for that.
best thing.
I think
It's so
so, too.
sweet. You've got a special sale price today for our Memorial Day weekend. M99917.
Love it.
Is going to be your item number, right? So under $50 to get that home. Okay, so I want to show you something that was really popular earlier.